So this video will go into more detail of the reporting dashboard found in IXL Math. At the bottom of your screen on the dashboard, you can get right to the analytics. So I can click any of these tiles and icons to get to the same reports that are found at the top of the screen here. So if I click on trouble spots, this is a reporting feature that analyzes the practice completed by all students and the skills that they are struggling with. It will prioritize those areas of challenge for the students and help you pull small groups and reteach and maximize the number of students you're helping to reach mastery. You can run a report and print this data for your class, or you can click on individual students using the drop-down menu, and you can also change the date range to a week or the last 7 days, the past month, the last 30 days, the entire school year, or the entire history. The Student tab will give you individual reporting features about your class. It'll give you a quick overview and show you all your entire class. You can jump to specific students using the drop-down menu, and these arrows will allow you to tab between students in your class as well. At the bottom, it gives you the number of practice sessions and the skills they are working on. And then on the skill tab, you'll see the skills that are practiced in a report, and it gives you a list of every skill your student has worked on recently, also ranked by popularity, and you can hover over any skill to see a mini diagnostic of your student's current status, categorized by no practice, practicing, or mastery. So you can see there I am hovering over this one skill and it shows me the mini diagnostic. So this report really focuses on breaking down each skill into groups of students based on the item type they're working on within the skill. So this mini diagnostic gives me information about what the statuses are. So I can have, right now I have 0% of the students practicing or currently practicing this skill, and then the other half of my students are actually have not started this skill yet, and that is shown in orange. And then the other half of students have mastered this skill, and that is shown in green. If I click into the standard by clicking the link, it shows me more information, and it shows me the question types and the questions themselves, and it shows me if students were actually practicing or currently practicing this item, and then it shows me which students have not practiced this skill set. We went over question log earlier in another video, but essentially this shows the questions that students are struggling with. So you would go ahead and select the skill that the student has worked on, and you can see a skill summary, and you can see the questions answered, and you can use the filter for questions that were missed, and you can see which questions the student got incorrect and see if there was any issues that you could address with the student offline. So now that's loaded and I have the question that was answered incorrectly. When I click on the real-time tab, this shows me which students are practicing a skill set right now, and shows me their progress live, and you can see that this student 1 is currently practicing, and you can see their progress right now as the bottom number changes as I answer questions. So you can see you definitely can monitor this as the student is working, or your class is working while you are working with small groups. You can possibly have this tab open to Real-Time Center, and you can monitor if students are struggling or if students are off task. So this is a good way to see what's happening from your computer.